All right, so we know that the Yeezy Foams released the other year, and a lot of people really like this model. It was very polarizing when it first came out. It looked like kind of like a different version of a pair of Crocs. A lot of people thought it was like just a Yeezy Croc, and I'm sure there's still people that call it the Yeezy Crocs. But Adidas has actually released another pair. This is the adiFOM SuperNova, and I wanted to show you guys what they created and give you guys my thoughts of these sneakers after wearing them. Or I don't know if you call them sneakers or well, I don't. What do you call them? I guess I didn't call them sneakers still, but check them out. They're kind of crazy looking. They look very similar to these in a sense, but they have obviously a different shape as well. But wanted to give you guys some pros and cons to the all foam sneaker model. First things first, wanted to give it a little bit of a weight test to see where these are at. They are 9 ounces roughly for one of those guys. The Yeezy Foam Runners are 8.7, so the adiFOMs are a little bit heavier than the Yeezy Foam Runners, and noticeable in hand, you can kind of tell. I think that's because of the foam density. Let's go ahead and check that. It's kind of close in foam density. This one says it's like 29-ish, 30-ish. This one says 30, 31, around there. So a little bit firmer on the adiFOMs versus the Yeezy Foam Runners. And it's pretty obvious when you step into the shoes. The Foam Runner is a little bit more comfortable on feet than these guys right here. But let's give you guys some words of what Adidas says about the product, and we'll give you an overview and some pros and cons. So these are the adiFOM SuperNova shoes again, and they are $90 retail, kind of expensive. To be honest, they do have 2 colorways available now. Actually, I didn't realize that. They do have a gray, and then there is a black colorway available. I do like the black one better, just putting that out there. And the overall sizing, well, I got a size 9, and I'm normally a 9.5, and these fit me just fine. They are a little bit snug to get on, but other than that, they fit. I would say that this is the right one. 10 would be too big. And then for the Yeezy Foam Runners, I usually go size 9 as well. Built for running, the Adidas SuperNova was made for high performance and competition. This version of the runner empowers you to think outside the box in both style and comfort. Pushing boundaries with a no-lay system and a molded 3-stripe design, they have a stylish, sleek shape inspired by futuristic design. Say that 3 times fast. Stylish, sleek shape. That's tongue twister. Made in a series with recycled materials, the upper features 50% recycled content. This product represents one of their solutions to help end plastic waste. Regular fit, slip-on synthetic upper, liner, and outsole. And this colorway is actually called Gray 2. Now the price point is $90 on these, and I thought for some reason these were $75, but the slides are $70, these ones are $90. So the Yeezy Foam Runners are $90 as well. How do they stack up next to each other? They are similarly different. Obviously, just basically an all foam upper. And I'm sure that some people are going to say that Adidas is copying Yeezy again. But ultimately, I don't think that Kanye came up with the materials and everything else that created these shoes right here. And in fact, I'm sure he had lots of other people from Adidas designers, including Steven Smith, who actually helped create these sneakers. So it's not far-fetched that somebody else kind of created something else like this. Also, Crocs all foam clogs, those have been around for quite a while now. So a lot of different companies have been dabbling with the all foam uppers. And Adidas has released a couple different versions, some of them with a removable liner and stuff. And I honestly like that look, but it's overall just not very functional. You can't remove the liner and wear them because then the shell is just too big. But this is one that you can actually just wear as is. So overall style of the shoe, it definitely kind of reminds me like of a, I want to say like a ZX line of Adidas because of the heel counter here, how it comes back, and then also the 3 stripes right here. I don't know, something about it and the cutouts just remind me kind of a ZX trainer. The overall structure of the shoes are actually pretty cool. I don't know, the design elements just in general maybe you're hit or miss. You may like the overall look or not. I think it looks kind of nice though. And overall, when you put them on feet, it's actually really comfortable as well. So obviously you'd expect it because it has a lot of foam in here, but it does feel good. And it's very similar to the Foam Runners. Foam Runners, I would say, are more comfortable on feet. Just throwing that out there from the beginning. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because for me personally, the enclosure section here is a little bit wider. So it's easier to get on my foot, at least in the SuperNovas. But once I have them on my feet, they're okay. I'd say overall, it's probably one of the best alternatives to the Foam Runners since these are harder to get your hands on whenever they release. They usually do sell out. These ones are sitting in stock in certain sizes. So if you guys are interested in buying a pair of these in this colorway or the new black colorway, I will link them in the description. And if you guys use my link, I do get a little bit of a kickback. And it lets Adidas know that you guys mess with the channel. It's greatly appreciated when you do that. So the overall pros about the adiFOM SuperNovas, I would say comfort is nice, feels nice on feet. It has a Crocs clog-like vibe, but it's more secure on feet. Like I felt more locked in these than I do on the Crocs clogs. Even in sport mode when you have the heel strap on, these felt like a lot more secure. The midsole is nice and comfortable on these, and I also feel like you're pretty well protected inside of this shoe. I wore these in the backyard when I was helping build part of my gazebo, as I've worn a couple other sneakers because it's been taking me weeks. But anyway, I wore these one of the days and I was like, yeah, this is nice. I felt kind of protected. If I dropped something on top of my foot, I felt like I'd probably have a nice little shock absorption. And then also the other thing that I like about these is obviously the fact that they are all foam. They are a little bit more water resistant than just a traditional pair of sneakers without going the Gore-Tex route you have the big holes in the sides of the shoes and stuff. So it's something you can wear to the beach and just out and about, and I think it'll be good. So as for the cons, they are a little bit snug to get on my foot at least, something that I struggled with in the front of the shoe, but that will vary from person to person. It's not so narrow where I felt unstable or anything like that, but for overall comfort, I do like a little bit more width in the heel of the shoe. And with the width in the heel in mind, that is one difference that I do like better with the foam runners. You do have more width in the heel of the shoe. It is also easier to get on, so 2 pluses for the foam runners. I do like the overall structure and look of the SuperNovas better with that weird little bump on the top of the shoe here. It always is just an odd looking thing when you look down. I felt like this one looks much better on foot and just toe down look on the SuperNovas. There is more foam in the midsole of the foam runners than on the SuperNovas, so you are a little bit taller and it's a little bit softer and squishier on feet with the foam runners. So overall, I'd say it's a nice copycat version of a foam runner. At $90 though, it is a little bit steep. Honestly, I wish they did an entry-level price of $70 on these, and then when they go on sale, roughly like $50 or so. It seems like a really reasonable price to be able to pick these things up, because that's kind of competitive with the Crocs clogs, $55 or so, and it is Adidas and it's something different and new. I do think that they're onto something with this though, because they could probably do something with different styles and it could be pretty lucrative to some people, because overall comfort and feel and structure on feet is actually pretty nice, something that I could see myself wearing more often. If you guys have other questions that I didn't cover in this video, and if you guys have comparisons, or if you guys want to add your own input, of course, leave a comment in the comment section. Again, if you guys want to buy a pair of them, link in the description. Appreciate you all for stopping by and watching. Hopefully we'll see you back on the channel for some more content very soon. All right, peace guys.